Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to show you how I got this holiday-like look. So I know I don't do too many tutorials, if any. I don't remember the last one I did, but I really wanted to use this Metallist liquid foil and glitter eyeshadow set from Touch in Soul. I did an eye swatch video on this a couple weeks ago, but I never really showed you how I completed that final eye look. So I thought it'd be perfect to do in this video, and especially the holidays around and how these shades really felt perfect to me to create a holiday look. So if you're interested in how I got this look, then please keep watching. I'm going to first prime my eyes by using the NARS Soft Matte Concealer in the shade Custard. So as you can see, my eyelids are actually kind of a different color than the rest of my skin. So this kind of helps even out the skin tone. It also serves as a really nice base for that liquid foil eyeshadow that I'm going to be using for this look. So I'm going to go with the shade Eldora, which is that really golden shade that I found to be really perfect for the holidays. And this is a shade where it was very heavy, almost like melted metal. Like that's the feeling that I got from the consistency of this product. So I'm just gonna make sure I have a little bit on this brush here and then pat it on my eyelids first, then I'm gonna blend it out. If I do feel like I need to have more pigment, then I'll just add it on gradually. I'm going to take this palette called What a Lovely Palette by Leslie, and it's this really cute 6 eyeshadow palette here. And I'm going to pick up this shade right here, which is called Lovely Day, and it's this really cool toned brown. And I'm going to use that to kind of blend out the eyeshadow as well as kind of define the crease a little bit more. And I'm going to take my ColourPop large tapered blending brush to do that. I'm going to pick up this shade here, which is called Lovely Night. Now, I'll kind of describe this as like a dark metal brown shade. And I'm going to use that shade to define the outer V of my eye. Now I'm taking my Luxie small tapered blending brush to do that. What I kind of like to do first is to start from kind of like the bottom or like the outer corner of my eye and then blend upwards and then bring that shade into my crease. So that's going to really help define and kind of uplift my eyes. Then I'm going to take a clean large blending brush to kind of buff out the edges. I'm going to take the glitter portion of the shade Talia, which is that really silver white shade. And I'm going to pat that on top of that first shade I put down, which was Eldora. The key to really blending out the glitter and making sure it's not like kind of chunked together on one part of the eye is to, once that brush that I use to pat the glitter on is pretty much like there's like no more glitter on there, just use that to kind of blend or like pat and then kind of make sure it's like distributed evenly. And I think I was able to do that, and also be free to use your fingers to do that as well. So that kind of completes the upper eye portion. I'm just going to take a makeup wipe and then take off any fallout that happened when I put on the glitter, and then also kind of define the outer V a little bit more. Let's move on to the face. So I'm going to prime my face using the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Instant Retouch Primer. I felt like this primer pairs really nicely with their foundation, I mean obviously, but their foundation is pretty matte and this primer is actually feels a bit hydrating. So it kind of balances both of them out. I'm going to go ahead and do some spot concealing using, again, that Soft Matte Complete Concealer by NARS. I'm also going to use it to kind of conceal my dark circles. And as for foundation, I'm going to use this Fenty Beauty Soft Matte Pro Filter Foundation, and I'm in the shade 190. So what I like to do when I apply this foundation is put some on my finger and then dot it on my face. And then taking a beauty blender to, of course, blend it all out. I find that the beauty blender was the easiest way to blend it out as compared to like a dense blending brush like this one, which I like to use for stick foundations. I just found with this one, the foundation looks streaky when you blend it out, so the sponge does a great job of making it look pretty seamless. So I already know I kind of concealed my dark eyes, but I want to brighten it. And I'm going to use that Born This Way Naturally Radiant Concealer by Too Faced. I figured I'm going kind of full coverage today, so I'm going to add this extra stuff. So what were your guys' Christmas traditions or holiday traditions? So when I was growing up, Christmas Eve was when all the family kind of gathers together and then exchange gifts, like knowing they're from that person. So like that's when my mom would gift my sister and I presents that gifted from her. Whereas on Christmas Day it would be presents from Santa. So I know some families on Christmas Day is when you have presents from Santa, mom, dad, grandparents, but we did it separately. So it felt like 2 Christmases actually. So that was pretty nice. But as far as like my family, like, you know, my husband and daughter, my husband's birthday is actually on Christmas Eve, so we can't really do that tradition. So it's kind of like celebrating his birthday, but also we sometimes have family over and it's just kind of like a family get together, and then we throw in some birthday cake and wish him a happy birthday. I'm pretty sure he would love to give you his opinions on having a birthday so close to Christmas. I'm going to set my face using this Althea Petal Velvet Powder. I did a review on this the other week and, you know, I loved it, and it's pretty much all I use currently. If I do run out of this, I'll probably use up the rest of my setting powders that I have laying around so I'm not like wasting it, but this is like my absolute favorite right now. Alright, so I'm going to quickly work on the under eye part. It's not going to be anything too, you know, hard. So I'm just going to take that What a Lovely palette again. I'm going to take that lighter shade that I used, and I'm going to pick that up with a new tapered blending brush. So I'm using a Luxie mini tapered brush to pick up that shade. And I'm just going to lightly swipe it against, or swipe it underneath my under eye. Then I'm going to pick up that brush that I used to pick up that darkest shade here, which was called Lovely Night. And I'm just going to focus on the outer part. I'm really just tapping it just so that connects with the upper part of my eye. And that's about it. Now I'm picking up my Marc Jacobs Highliner Matte Gel Eye Crayon in the shade Earthquake. And I'm going to use this shade on my waterline. And I'm going to get really close to the camera, so I'm probably going to cut this part out, but I have really bad eyesight. As for mascara, I'm going to use the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara right here. And before I forget, I'm going to do my eyebrows. I usually do eyebrows off camera, but I figured for today I wouldn't. But because of that, like, I almost forgot to do them. But I'm just going to use my Anastasia Brow Wiz, and I'm in the shade Dark Brown. Because I already have pretty defined eyebrows, I just use this pencil to fill in any empty spots, so pretty much like where the arch starts and then ends over here, and I just kind of draw that in using like hair-like strokes. To bronze up my face, I'm going to use the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I'm going to take this Sephora bronzer brush right here. I'm just going to swipe it gently across my cheeks and then kind of into this area right here. I'm kind of blanking on what this part here is called. And then a little bit on my forehead. As for blush, I'm going to go with my Mellow Cosmetics blush in the shade Bronze. I kind of wanted a muted blush because I wanted the focus to be eyes and lips for today's look. I'm going to grab this Luxie blush brush and swipe it on the apples of my cheeks. Now I'm going to line my lips using the ColourPop Lippy pencil in the shade Notion. I always like to line my lips, especially when using bold colors, because if you're like even like a hair out of line, it's like really obvious. So I use the lip liner as kind of a guide. And I'm going to pick up this Anastasia liquid lipstick in the shade Dazed. So this isn't like a bright red, it's more of a nice muted brick red color, which I thought would be perfect to pair with this golden look. I know it doesn't really match the lip pencil that I used, but I just kind of wanted to outline my lips. I'm going to just cover it up with this shade. So that completes the look. I hope you guys found that pretty easy to follow. I really liked how the gold eyeshadow paired with the white. It really screamed holidays, and then that paired with this muted red I thought was really perfect. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I upload videos every Wednesday. The link to subscribe will be somewhere up here. And then don't forget to check out my other videos, which I think you might enjoy, over on this side. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye!